your higher self is at? What number is that?
I heard 12.
Very good. So I want you to feel yourself now in the third dimension. And I want you to begin going up to different dimensions. And you tell me what dimension you are reaching with each number. Just call it out as you go higher and higher.
Okay. Am I beginning now?
Yes.
Okay. Fourth. Fifth. Just taking a quick look around at each of these.
Let me know what you see there.
Well, the fourth, there was a lot of healing energy. A lot of green. Almost like a Shangri-La kind of thing. Where souls go to heal.
See if there's a place where you can go to heal before you go up any further. Is there a place there that they heal the souls?
Well, there's no physical healing there. It's all spiritual. So
What's
I
there?
could feel a lot of peace.
Okay.
The fifth is where there's more intense healing. This is where the angelic realm does a lot of their work. But they don't exist, I mean, they're not from there or anything. But this is where they, people that have to go through a spiritual rehab, suicides, people that that did wrong, but they were sorry about it, but they did it. Not the, we go into the sixth, is where the people that had some serious evil stuff going on in their life. And they stay there for a while. It's almost purgatory.
What does it feel like as you go through that?
There's a lot of darkness that's being transmuted into light, but the darkness is there.
Yeah.
Just it being there to be fixed, basically, makes it a place not many people would want to be.
Just continue through it.
Seventh is more of an angelic. The children that I've seen that passed on very young go through, they're there, and they're being introduced to angelic realms from there. In other words, they're going through angel school, basically. There's a lot of pooties, they call them, little cherubs in that area. And that's 7, right?
Yes.
So you've got, you're going back towards the light. You go through a couple of dark spaces and then you're going more to the light. The 8th is a realm of the gods, is what they're saying. Realm of the gods. This is where entities from multiple universes have meetings and such. And they were considered gods to certain, tribes and stuff like that. They were the...
What do they do
that's
now?
where their council is or whatever.
Ah, okay.
No, they do their thing, but this is where they meet, basically, in this dimension.
Okay.
It's like the UN for realm of gods. That's what they call it. And then there's the next one is it's where the angels sing. What is that, 9? Where the angels sing. There's choirs of angels. People pass through that on the way to pure source. They hear angels singing when they're on their deathbed. But they pass through that.
When they're singing, is there any particular color?
It's multicolored. It's like a crystalline, rainbowy. It's beautiful. And the crystals that, it's like crystals in the air, basically. It's like rainbows off the crystals in the air. And as they sing, it's almost like a fantastical aurora borealis. It's moving along with the music. As they sing, it's beautiful. I'd want to stay there forever. I wouldn't want to even move on. And then there's where the human component comes in is the next one. This is where people meet their loved ones.
Okay. Is this the place in which you communicate with them?
Now they come down. They come here.
Okay.
But they know what's going on from there. This isn't linear. It's everywhere. But in order for humans to understand these realms, it has to be made linear.
Okay.
But all of them are happening all at once, all around. And then we get into the place where people go that is considered heaven.
Okay. Is that the 12th?
But that is where we all humans originate from there. That's where we go back to. This is where we come from. And this is where we decide, because we're right there next to Source. Source, the councils, everybody knows of this realm in order for the human experiment to continue.
So before we began, I asked you to go to the dimension or the place in which your higher self resides.
And that would be the original where we all come to
Okay.
Earth from heaven. From there.
Okay. So from there you'll be able to see the blueprint of your life, of your body. Go ahead and access that information.
I immediately saw a very strong warrior. There was like a tribe of warriors.
Yes.
To coin a phrase. But it's like on Earth there's the Caucasians and different races of people. In that realm, there's races too, but it's a different kind of thing. It's not like you know, people are judged by that. It's just, oh, that's what you are, that's what he is, then we all work together.
Yes.
You know, so...
Is it by the role that you play?
It's by the experience you've had through multiple lifetimes and what you were chosen to do. Mm-hmm. You were chosen to, you have this, you are an archetype.
Okay. What is your archetype?
It's a warrior. It's a,
okay.
I mean, it's big, strong, Viking-looking people. Mm-hmm. Not all of them have the same color skin or anything, but they're just big, strong people. And they have that big, strong, hero kind of mentality, makeup. That's that's just how they're made. Mm-hmm. It's almost, I'm being shown dogs, like a German Shepherd versus a Chihuahua, you know? Mm-hmm. Some of the races there are meant to be petite, sweet, little people, you know, that can encourage the big heroes to help them, you know? So it's like there's roles for all this. Mm-hmm. So that's what's going on with Sabrina. She's been the big hero. So in multiple lives, she's been that way.
Where she is a warrior. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So why do we have to experience what she's going through now? Her physical.
It's part of the plan.
Okay. Do the other warriors who are there with you, do they know the plan also?
Yeah.
Okay.
We all talked about it before.
So let's talk about it now. If you'd find a place to be with them, a meeting place.
There's a place with an oval table that we gather regularly. Each of us are on our own path right now. Sabrina's not the only one going through physical trials. All the warriors have some kind of wound going on right now.
Can you explain that, please?
It's like athletes before the big game. Most everyone on the team will get some kind of injury because they're practicing, working out, getting ready for the big game. So they can strain themselves into an injury. It's part of the deal. It's just, it always happens. And these warriors in particular know there's something big coming, and their body is responding in a way that's putting them down a little. Putting them down. Sabrina's just been really put down.
Yeah.
So it's also teaching her that she needs help, that she can't do it alone. Mm-hmm. She's not alone anymore, so she does need help.
So when she calls out for help, for people to come and help her with something, is that part of the learning experience?
Yes, she needs to understand she's not alone. A lot of people feel like they're alone, especially the warriors. Mm-hmm. Warriors travel in packs, but they're separated this time. They feel more alone than most because they're used to an army. Mm-hmm. So they're like, they've been left by the army is how they feel.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to ask for help for anybody other than from the army. So she's not the only warrior feeling left behind. But the warriors left behind have to be vulnerable and have to learn how to ask and give other people the advantage of helping and pull that out of their system. So the people that they're asking for help aren't usually people that would help. They're not. There's some people that need to learn how to help. And it's bonding the human race.
Yes.
When you're looking at someone that's usually big and strong and they're knocked down and they ask for your help, it gives you a duty that you wouldn't usually take on. So that's what's happening now.
Does that help with the evolution of their soul?
Yeah, it's helping with the evolution of mankind.
Okay.
Because it's a very dark time. This is a weird distraction. But it's that time.
Okay.
You know, the world's becoming very self-centered and very conceited and very self-absorbed. So these things don't seem like much individually, but they're spread across a grid. And the prayers and the thoughtfulness and the kindness that's mustered up out of these individuals that are asking for help or they're allowing to help them, it's a light that's not been turned on, and turning on that new light spreads the light.
Okay.
So it's filling in the grid.
Now, I'm sure that all of the warriors at this table understand what's going on with Sabrina and how there are times where she's feeling like she's not getting better, that she's feeling scared. What advice do you give her?
Keep the faith, keep the faith. God doesn't want you to perish. Remember the psalm. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. For thy staff and thy sword protects me.
So as you said sword, I immediately thought about pains that she is getting in her stomach when she eats. What is that?
Could be many things, Alba. But that answer is not coming.
Okay. So I'd like for you to just look at the template of her physical body, where all of the insides are reflected onto it. And you'll be able to scan that template to see what it is that is causing just feelings of not feeling good.
Sabrina has been poisoned. She's been poisoned for a long time.
Would you zero in on that poison? What is causing, what poison?
All of the medicine that she had to take poisoned her.
How is that poison affecting her body now as it's healing?
Well, it's done damage, and she's lost so much weight that she's having to learn how to eat again. She's she's trying too many things. People tell her do this, do that, and she's doing it, and it's too much. So that's you can overdose on vitamins too.
So what should she be focusing on to heal without doing more damage?
SEACT and the seeds is good.
Okay. What about the vitamins?
Uh,
Is she overdoing it on that?
the C60 was really messing her up. She was taking too much.
Okay.
Uh,
Did that do any damage to her stomach?
it was too much. She was supposed to be taking about less than half the dose she was taking. And her system is too weak to take on that many vitamins. She needs to eat small, regular vegetables, mostly meals.
Okay. What about the meat?
She's having a hard time processing the meat. It's time to stop the meat, but she's got to keep high protein going. So fish is good, eggs is good.
But not the flesh. That takes a longer time to process.
The red meat.
Okay.
She can occasionally do the bison because it is good for her, but
Not too much.
not too much at all.
Okay.
She needs to stay away from tomatoes too. Tomatoes and potatoes are not her friend.
What is the most healing for her at this time?
Raw fruits and steamed vegetables and fish.
Okay.
You know, cooked fish, not raw fish like sushi or anything.
Okay.
And limited shellfish. Olive oil and lemon on salads only.
Is that good for a common seasoning for most people?
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
She needs to take less of a dose of the soursop, but it's okay. No caffeine.
Okay. What about chocolate?
Darker the better.
Okay.
Cacao is good. She can have cacao with hot water and a little bit of milk. You know, like a hot chocolate. It's got enough caffeine to get her going, but not enough. Well, it's not going to tear up her stomach like coffee.
Okay. She's been concerned about the fact that she's eating, but it's not coming out. And what do you tell her about that?
There's a certain tea. Dandelion. She needs to go to the tea store and ask them about cleansing teas. They will have one that'll help her.
Okay. Good.
And she drinks water, but it makes her nauseous. When she drinks too much water, it makes her nauseous. She's going to have to start doing more tea.
Okay. Instead of water?
Yeah, but too much water makes her nauseous, so that's not helping.
Okay.
But she needs that hydration. She needs more hydration.
Okay.
She can do a little bit of orange juice or a little bit of grapefruit juice in her water, but she can't drink it straight.
Okay. Now, what can she do to get her stomach from hurting? Because that's what's scaring her the most. She's going to have to go in and get a PET scan, and that's scaring her. What do you tell her about that?
Fear not. The fear is making it worse.
Okay. So what should she be focusing on? She's been focusing on prayer. What else?
She needs to take her silly dog for a walk every day.
Okay. Not the golf cart?
No, she needs to walk. She needs to go through the different magnetic fields. And she needs to get her feet working right. Even if she wears house shoes to walk, she's got to do it.
Okay. And that will help.
It'll help her with her digestion, too. She also needs to do those castor oil wraps. She quit doing that, and then she needs to do that.
Where should she place those castor oil wraps?
Right on the middle of her stomach.
Okay.
They'll help with the digestion. Oatmeal is still good. She can do that oatmeal stuff she does.
Very good.
She should do it at night, though, instead of in the morning. She should start with more of her fats in the morning, like avocados and eggs.
So would you do me a favor and scan her body from her head to the toes? And let's see what area we need to focus on today.
Definitely the midsection, the digestive system, all of her organs in the midsection,
Okay.
liver, kidneys, intestines. It's more relaxed.
Very good. Now that the body is relaxed, we're going to do a little bit of surgery. I want you to find the age in which this body was beginning to produce all of the cells for this body. I'm going to count backwards from 5 to 1, and you will go to the moment in time in which this body was creating the cells for all of these organs. 5, going back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Where are you?
My mother's womb.
Very good. So I'd like for you to go ahead and begin to pick out all of those cells, the cells that you're going to transplant into the adult body of this little fetus. You can use little tubes. You could use little capsules to bring him back. What would you like to use?
Beams of light.
Very good. All right, perfect. So what color light are you going to beam them back with?
White.
Very good. I'm going to sound the tuning fork. It won't be close to you, but begin to beam those lights back now. I want you to ignite those cells with the same life force energy that ignited you to create the being that you are today. I'm going to request assistance from the angelic realm. Who steps forward?
Sophia.
Very good. I want you to beam those lights into every one of those organs. And what's happening?
Sophia is using a wand
Good.
with a beam of light from it. He's just transferring it.
Tell me when he's done.
He's laughing at me. It's like the things I have to do for you.
So he knows that you are a warrior soul. So go ahead and say the command to activate all of those cells to begin to reproduce.
Again. Oh.
What's happening?
It's like little tiny bubbles.
Notice the difference between those tiny little stem cells and the cells that have already been here for quite a few decades. Give them the command to take over and begin to produce the highest level health in each one of those cells.
Multiply and move forward.
What's happening now?
They're doing that.
What does the angel say?
I was just about to say, he said you might experience some gas
Okay, that's fine.
from these bubbles.
That's fine.
There it goes. Oh, is that crazy?
And as those cells are reproducing, you may want to take a look at the rest of the body and see if there's any other places where you'd like to regenerate those cells.
Yeah, my hands and feet, and definitely my neck and shoulder.
Okay.
Hands and feet, the nerve cells need to be regenerated. And the skin.
Good.
Well, he's back at work.
What's he doing?
He's taking stem cells from the baby for the hands and the feet.
Great. He's reading my mind.
Wow.
What's it look like?
Very strange. My hands are tingling.
Now while he's doing that, you may want to ask him why it is that the last time we tried working on your hands that it didn't go through completely. What was missing?
Well, it had to keep happening for a while, so Sabrina would learn more patience.
Is she learning patience?
With herself, definitely. She's more patient with other people than she is with herself.
And she seems to be asking for more help also.
Yes, that's a very difficult task.
So it seems to be the main lesson that she's had to do. Is ask for people. Tell me when it's done.
It's going to take a minute on the hands and feet. The shoulder needs to be popped back in. It's dislocated a little bit.
Okay. Who could help with that?
Preziosi.
Is that another angel?
It's a chiropractor.
Ah. It is another angel. A human one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's put Sabrina back together a few times.
Okay. So have her do an appointment with him. Schedule it.
It's time.
Okay.
That pain's been going on too long.
So the shoulders, the neck.
Yeah. His shoulder and something going down the neck into the shoulder. It's keeping her from exercising this arm enough.
Okay. Focus in as if you were zooming into that area. Is there anything that can be worked on today?
Can work on the shoulder.
Okay.
I mean, the neck is, it's all the way down from the neck. There's misalignment in the neck. It's tensing up the shoulder from carrying the arm funny because the other arm, there's been this carrying the broken wing funny that's traveled up the neck and it has messed up. So the nerves, the nerves, let's work on the nerves.
Okay. Would it
Get the pain out of there.
Would it be helpful to take her up to the ship to that med bed?
Yes.
All right, let's do that. Just take a deep breath and let's take her up to that ship. Going higher and higher. And tell me when you are there.
I'm there.
Okay. Who's there waiting for you?
A tall, slim, white entity.
Okay. Is it male or female? Or both?
Both, I think.
Okay.
It's androgynous.
Okay. What do they say?
Oh, they've worked on me before.
Okay. So tell me where it is that they take you on that ship to work on you.
Where in the cosmos?
Yeah.
Sirius B.
Okay. Why Sirius B is that?
That's our home.
That's your home, okay. What happens next?
They put in my statistics. They feed it into the machine. They scratch a finger and use it like a chip card.
Is that chip card in there all the time?
It pulls up all of my DNA and everything.
Okay.
So they know what they've already done, what needs to be done, and they can do the scan and go, we prepared that before and this is how we did it, so we can do it again.
Okay. Just tell me what they're doing, step by step.
Well, the data's coming out. He's only got 4 fingers.
Are they long?
Yeah.
Just curious, do they have fingernails?
It kind of looks like it, but it's not as hardcore as ours.
Okay.
It's very thin. 4 fingers, but they're spaced out like our 5 are.
Okay.
There's no need for thumbs. That's crazy. So he's keying in his credentials, or she, whatever. And now there's light. The whole bed lights up.
What does the bed look like?
It's floating. What I'm laying on seems soft, but it looks hard.
Do you look the same or different when you're on the ship?
I'm blue.
You're blue, okay.
I look like one of them.
Okay.
Apparently I've got human DNA, and I don't know how they're doing this. It's like I'm a completely different species. Huh. But they're pulling up the human part and they're using me as a surrogate.
Okay.
So they're using the Ananda me as a surrogate for the Sabrina me.
Okay.
So the Ananda me is on the table, feels the same pain. And so they know, they know how to repair me through her. That's crazy.
So what do they use?
Okay, so this bed, it's lighting up underneath, and it feels like, almost like an air hockey table. Like little holes of air are shooting up or something. It feels soft, but it looks hard. It's blue. There's a blue light emitting from it. There's, it looks almost like a hologrammy wand, so to speak, going across the top. And as it goes across the top, it's blue like UV light. UV light. There's something about UV light. While it's going over Ananda, it looks like me. Does that make sense? It's lighting up like a hologram of me on top of her as it goes down.
Can you see inside of her all of the
Yeah,
organs?
that's what I'm saying. It's like if you were doing a scan of me, only it's being done on top of her. Does that make sense? Like they're running a movie of me on her body as it goes down.
So what have they found?
I'm not connected with this world very well right now. There's been a lot in this world that has affected me in an unhealthy way.
Okay.
It's like I'm not jiving with the world.
What can be done to repair that?
It's my reaction to the world.
Okay. So by changing the perceptions, the reactions?
By reacting better, you don't have to change perceptions. You just have to say, well, you feel that way about it, but you also need to know this.
So one of the things that she's dealing with at this moment is her reaction to Butters. And how it's affecting her. How can she change her perception of what's going on with Butters so that will help her?
She needs to be more patient and spend more time with him teaching him things instead of just spending time with him. He needs to get trained.
Okay.
It'll help them both.
Good.
She can watch some training videos and then practice it with him.
Okay.
He's real smart. He's just wayward.
All right. So what's happened with Ananda and the other being?
They have already done the scan and then they're doing the healing protocols.
Okay.
The healing protocols is a red light where you see both of them together. It's integrating. She feels what I feel. She's having to process human emotions, so it's tough on her. She doesn't understand them sometimes, and she's a commander of a ship. She has to be strong.
Yeah.
So she has to go through this kind of thing even when I'm not as affected as she is. It's been tough on her too.
Mm-hmm.
Every decision I make affects other worlds. Every decision we make affects other, not just 20 people in our world, but other worlds.
Mm-hmm. So while Ananda is there doing this, I'd like to ask a question about the warriors, the group of warriors around her. The aspect of Alba, is she one of the warriors?
No, she's a commander.
She's a commander.
Yeah, she's a whole different other kind of thing.
Okay.
Because Ananda is not a warrior.
Okay.
She's a commander.
She's a commander also.
Yeah. There's it's almost, it's not quite like military like us.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more of a, it's not, I'm trying to come up with a word better than corporate, but it's not a warrior type mentality. Yes. It would be if it had to be.
Yes.
In case of some kind of conflict, but it's not like a 24/7 warrior.
Okay.
But it's more of a gathering people, getting everybody on the same page, focusing on the mission.
Yes.
In Ananda's case, it's collecting intel. And Alba's, it's gathering people and having a conference center, basically. It's almost like a convention center. And also aid to other ships and things like that. Other ships that need to recharge can recharge with her ship.
Okay.
And if they, I mean, there's whole medical facilities and all kinds of stuff. It's like a mothership.
Okay.
They need something. If they're in trouble, she can send help out for them, get them all back, get everybody healed and nurtured and regenerated, and their ships recharged, and get them back on their happy way.
Yeah. And how much influence does Ananda have on Sabrina's life and her, what she's doing in her mission? Does she have any influence?
Not really.
Okay.
She's an aspect, they're an aspect of each other. But Ananda will come and help Sabrina when the time comes. But she's got her mission.
Okay.
But sometimes Sabrina is very aware of that mission too.
What is Ananda's mission?
It's intel, gathering intel.
Okay.
She's gathering intel from Earth. And that's what her crew does.
Okay.
They gather intel from nature, from the beasts of the earth, from human interaction, and that's where Ananda is getting first-hand information of human interaction from Sabrina.
Okay.
That's where she gets her first-person look at it.
Okay.
But, because Sabrina interacts with people, even when she's stuck at home, she's interacting with people all over the world. So her interactions with people and what she hears and what she says back and all these conversations and the going in and out of people in her dreams, Ananda is gathering information of human interaction from that.
Okay. Does Ananda have any intel on what's happening with what they're calling the drones at this time?
They're all sitting back and watching this intently. There is some alien influence there,
Yes.
but mostly it's a distraction.
Okay. What is it that they want to distract from?
There's some pretty nefarious things going on in the government,
Okay.
the White House in particular. And this change of hands will be very interesting.
So they're all sitting back and just watching the show?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's really nothing they can do about it. It's all free will.
Okay.
But there's a lot hangs on this. There's a lot that hangs on what's about to happen on the 20th.
Do you have any insight on what's happening after the 20th?
Well, Trump's going to take over, and definitely heads are going to roll. There's a lot that's going to come out. The media will be changed in order for the truth to get out. He's definitely looking into some stuff in Iceland, the North Pole, Greenland.
What's going on in those areas?
There's a lot of underground activity going on.
Okay. Because in one of the last sessions that we had with Sabrina, I know that there was, I think it was Alba's ship that was over Iceland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was
Alba's ship spends a lot of time over Iceland because it's so large.
Ah.
I mean, and there's not enough population to see it blocking out the sun the way it does.
Mm-hmm.
But over the North Pole mostly.
Okay. Is there anything that people should be aware of as we're going into the 20th of January of 2025?
We all need to pray.
Okay.
We all need to pray for Trump. We need to pray that he's protected and that his staff is protected. We need to pray that the White House is protected. We need to pray that our armed forces are protected. We need to pray big time that this goes smoothly, because there are a lot of powers that be that don't want it to go smoothly, and that's the evil we're up against.
Okay.
So all light workers need to be focusing on prayer for the White House.
Okay.
A lot rides on that.
Good. Thank you for that. You know, before the year finished, I was really, I had this incredible urge to start getting the light workers together again. And start doing gatherings. And Sabrina's supposed to be going to the one in Miami. What is going on that I'm being urged to do this? What is the importance of getting the light workers together?
It's time. You've been building an army for years, Alba. Now it's time to rally up the troops, round up the troops.
Okay.
And also you have a grandchild on the way. And you want to get as much done before that baby comes, because you are going to be spending a lot of time with that child. And you've earned it.
Yeah.
And that baby is special. It's going to be a very special baby.
I've been waiting.
Yeah, I know that. This is a miracle child that is an answer to many prayers. This is a child straight from God.
That's good to hear.
Yes, and it'll be a joy to be around. This will be a really happy baby. Lots of giggles.
That's good. That's good.
And cute as a button, too.
What is it? Cute?
Cute as a button.
That's great.
It's going to be a cutie patootie. So you're going to want to spend as much time as you can, because that time cannot be taken back. And you've given to others for years and years. So gather your light workers. Give them a mission. Rally the troops. We all need to be sending forth very good vibes to the new power that's coming to be in the United States. Because what happens in that capital in the United States will affect the entire planet and the cosmos. So we need to blow out our light towards that right now. And, you know, prayer's the best way to do it, but other people have other ways of doing it. Just send that happy white light.
Good.
And yeah, you needed to get these ducks in a row for that child.
Good, good. I have another question which is totally unrelated to anything, and that is the noises that I'm hearing around the property. The last time Sabrina was here, she told me about the natives of the land. What is making all the noise around the land?
The noise is a reaction to energy. It is a reaction of the animals around the land to some energy here.
Okay.
When you're doing, you're tuning forks and your sound frequencies, these are frequencies.
Yes.
And you are sending out frequencies. And some animals, like dogs, can hear 400 times better than we can. They can hear frequencies we can't hear. So that's their reaction to the frequencies coming from your home.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
So it could be animals that usually you don't hear a peep out of, and all of a sudden you're hearing this noise. You don't know what it is. And it could be a noise they usually don't make. It could be a screech because it's hurting their ears.
Okay.
It could be something like that.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's from the frequencies coming out of the house. That's why you haven't heard it before. You weren't doing some frequencies so much.
Yeah.
So, not much you could do other than buffer it, you know, so it doesn't disturb them. But it's a reaction. That's not like they're just coming on up for no reason. They're going, what the hell is that noise?
Good, good. All right. Is there anything else that is needed for Sabrina today to accelerate her healing and calm down her organs so that they can begin to work at their full capacity?
She needs to feel the presence of her angels.
Okay.
She needs to literally feel it. In this state, she could call for her angels to physically pet her head or turn on a light or something like that. Right when she's thinking about her angels, she needs to really call on them more.
Yes.
She needs more prayer. She needs to shout out for more prayer. Prayer has saved her before. And she needs to believe. She needs to believe it's all going to be okay.
Okay. And the work she's doing as a psychic medium, is that helping her heal?
Yes.
Okay.
When she helps others, it helps her. When she looks at the other side, she's helping. I mean, it's nothing but good. It's definitely helpful. It drains her energy. She needs to have some tea or some soup, or even that cacao, hot chocolate cacao mix after she has a session, so that and she needs to get her bed with the grounding sheets.
That helps.
She needs to lay down afterwards and just relax for a little while and do the grounding sheet and do that pillow like she did on her stomach too, so her whole system can come back to earth, because she's looking through a veil. And sometimes that can drain your energy. Well, it does with her big time.
Good. Thank you very much. I'd like to request one thing before we finish, and that is to bring forth a spirit animal who will assist Butters on the ride home, so that he will be calm. Who can assist with that?
Riley.
Very good. Can we call forth Riley and talk to him?
My little buddy. He's a shining little star.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the other side with his mamu. He shows up every once in a while. I hear him and see him. I see him out of the corner of my eye. He was there today, actually, when I was getting ready to go. I heard him and saw him out of the corner of my eye running in the other room, and then I turned around and there was Butters. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was Butters, but I was like, oh my God.
So can Riley accompany Butters so that he's calm?
Mm-hmm.
So that he eats well, his digestion is good.
Okay.
Explain to him what's happening.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. Is he okay with that?
Yes.
Good.
He says he's been there, here and there. He pops in.
Good, but we need him on the ride home today.
Okay. Can you be on the ride home there, Riley? He says he could be there for most of it.
Okay, good. To where he's calm.
Yeah.
Good. Is there anything else that you would like to tell Sabrina or myself before we bring her out of this?
Alba, you need to take your vitamins because you're going to be real busy this year.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing good.
Good. Thank you. Is there anything else?
No.
Good. So with that, I want you to go ahead and disconnect from that realm. Thank all of those who have been assisting you today.
Thank you so much.
And know that from this day forward, things are going to get better and better every day.
Better and better every day.
That's right. So I'm going to count from 1 to 5 with each number. You'll be connecting back with this body, coming back, knowing that you are here on purpose, that you are here to do a mission that's very important, and that you can do this. 1, 2, coming back now to the sound of my voice. 3, tonight and each night when you go to sleep and put your head on that pillow, you will sleep soundly and deeply until the next day, until your normal waking time. Your dreams will be pleasant and healing as you connect with that realm where all of that magic is, where all of the information is. And when you wake up in the morning, you'll be motivated to go out there and do that mission with pleasure, with peace, with happiness, knowing that there are so many who have your back. 4, you feel light as a feather. You're feeling wonderful all over. You feel as if each cell, each nerve, each part of your being is being filled with love, with energy, vitality. You feel as if cool spring water has just splashed all over your face and your eyes. 5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over.
Oh,
Welcome back.
thanks.
How was that?
That was a tumultuous little...
He's calm now.
Oh, God, yeah. His tuning port set him off, man.
Yeah, well, he probably hears them 400 times more than you do.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what's freaking him out.
Yeah.
He just wanted to get out and away from them.
That's it.
He didn't do anything.
Is it dark out?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dark.
Wow.
How was that?
Well, I feel a lot better.
Do you?
Yeah, my neck doesn't hurt.
Good.
My shoulder's not hurting, thank God. That was really hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for bleary-eyed coming out of that. My stomach was big, it was like, shoo! I mean, everything was going crazy.
And now? It's calm.
Yeah. My kidneys are still feeling full, but it's probably because I was going to pee.
Well, you need the coconut water.
Coconut water, I got cranberries, I got some in the freezer.
So do you remember all of the things that you need to focus on, the type of food?
Yeah.
No more than a fist?
More than a fist every couple hours. Because I'm coming out of starvation. It's almost like somebody that's anorexic.
That makes sense.
It's a lot like that.
That makes sense. Yep.
Where they have to, feed them.
Yeah.
And hydrate the shit out of them. I need more hydration.
But not just water.
No, because water makes me nauseous. I drink so much water, I'm like, I'm sloshing. And it makes me feel nauseous.
Good.
So putting a little juice in it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can get those cranberries and boil them down, and I can put them in my juicer. There you go. And then put some soursop in there, and it'll be sweet.
Yeah.
It'll be a good little additive to any water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Oh, wow, my neck. That is amazing. That was hurting so bad. Look at him. Oh, stinker. Just, God, what a handful today. My little buddy. I've had a rough time.
How is Riley?
Just cute.
Yeah.
He was such a little gentleman, that dog.
So he says he's going to ride home with you.
He can do it most of the way. Mommy's going to be jealous and need him back. She's always that way.
Huh.
Every time he came over, she was on speed dial. Where's my dog? Where's my dog? Where's my dog? And she's the same way. Hey. Are you okay now? Is him okay, my baby? You okay?
He's good now.
Oh. Yeah.
You did good.
Yeah. Is he ready to go home? Is he ready to go home and go night-night? Yeah. She's a good
So say goodbye to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Oh. Bye-bye. I forgot. Listen, I want to say something about this GoFundMe stuff. Okay? It is thoroughly humiliating and embarrassing and very difficult for me to think about somebody asking for money on my behalf, because everything I ever got from the time I was 17 years old, I earned it, every penny. And, so this is not in my realm, okay? But it's also the most beautiful, sweet, kind, uplifting thing that's ever happened to you too. And I definitely need the help. So thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. I love you all.